doing the course. I've been doing it for a while, and I was with somebody. I was married to someone who actually said he had done the course, but he hadn't really done it. He thought he kind of like skimmed it and decided he got it, so he was done. He took it, he was like in the spiritual Olympics. Yeah. I understand. Da, 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 da. So that was like forgiveness lesson number 1 for me. It was like, oh no, he's not really getting this. Anyway, there was many times throughout the process when we were going through a divorce that I really wanted to hate on him. And the Course actually talks about something called special hate. And it basically, special hate is when it's like maybe you've loved somebody, you've loved them deeply, and the Course calls this, the special hate comes in when, let's say you've loved someone, you've professed that you've loved them, and you're going to love them forever, and so you get married, and then things go to shit, because they do, it's like the ego steps in, the next thing you know, everything's going to shit. What happened? You're not the same person I thought you were. And then what happens? It turns to special hate. Now the person that you thought you loved, you suddenly can't stand, and you just want them out of your life. And there are 9 chapters in A Course in Miracles on special love relationships. There's a lot, about relationships. Why? Because Spirit's going to use relationships as our classroom. This is how we wake up. This is how we learn. This is how we undo a lot of what we've learned about life, about love, about relationships. So I'm just trying to point out that we're not always going to want to forgive, because sometimes we're not ready. Sometimes it's just, we may not feel ready. It's like, okay, well, the Course is saying that I really have to or should forgive my ex-husband, even though I think he's a jerk, because if I really believe I'm not a victim of the world I see, that I'm actually the one who asked for this guy to be a jerk. I asked for this. That's what the Course is saying. That everything that upsets our peace of mind is what we've asked for. And what it's trying to teach you is how to let that go so that you can find peace. And the way, had I known about Ram Dass's quote there about seeing people as trees, that might have helped me back then. But as it turns out, I got through that difficult forgiveness lesson. I applied the Course over and over and over to that particular relationship, to whatever upset my peace of mind about it, to whatever my projections were about him. Because, again, like every time I had a thought, like, he's a jerk, what did they say? If you point one finger at somebody, there's 3 pointing back at you. I had to own that some part of me must be a jerk or feels that way about myself or something. And so I decided to say, okay, think of him as a man, not to think of him as the body, but to remember, as what the Course would say, he's the Son of God. He's the child of God. He's Spirit. And I asked for this. So who am I really forgiving? Me. I have to forgive myself. Okay, I asked for this.